Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm kind of a pill junkie, so I want to show you a couple things that I do here. So, I really have a hard time remembering to take my stuff, but I've learned this little trick where basically when I decide to take, my vitamins, not to be confused with like, any pharmaceutical pills or anything like that. I'm against that type of stuff. I use like medical marijuana or stuff like that. I rarely use aspirin or ibuprofen or any of that kind of stuff. I do have it, but I don't really use it that much. So basically, what I like to do, so it makes it real easy for me, is I like to basically make these little bottles. And so these little bottles, this is kind of a big one, but basically that's all my stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this video so you guys can see what I take. And I'm 40, so I was born in 81, so I want everyone to know kind of what's going on. Like I don't buy the high end stuff. It's because I can't afford it. At someday maybe I will buy the high end stuff. I think this is much more important to buy this type of stuff than other things. But so yeah, let's kind of get into this. This actually is pretty tight. It's L-arginine. This right here, if you take this, maybe about I think 600 to 1,000 milligrams. Don't quote me on that, but I can put a link in the description on this. This right here will literally produce NHGH. Now, a lot of people are familiar with HGH. HGH is human growth hormone, but NHGH is natural human growth hormone. So if you take this 30 minutes before you work out and you start with, the eagle, and that's gonna flex your thyroid gland, and so that's gonna produce some chemicals in your body to up that testosterone and HGH in your body. This is something that you have in your body when you're young. But anyways, if you take this, what it does is it stimulates that gland that produces the NHGH, and you can recover faster. You can get stronger quicker. I mean, just a world of stuff, especially if you're not young anymore. If you're 25, I recommend this stuff. This is natural. That's why it's the L. The L-arginine stands for natural. And then they have another one. I can't remember exactly what it is, but if it's not the L, then it doesn't stand for natural. But anyways, that was kind of a little tangent. But so what I got going on right now is I've got some vitamin E here and some 1,000 milligram vitamin C. So what I'm going to do, this is one of my little joint containers that a friend brought over. Makes it real easy, and then you don't throw it away, I like to try to take those back too. So I kind of put the cart in front of the buggy, but here we go. So there's the vitamin E, and everything that I have right there is right here, and then I've got everything else coming down. So I'm just going to kind of go with, so that's the vitamin E. I take 2 of those. And then this is the vitamin C, and I take 2 of those. And then let's go ahead and just go. Okay, now this one is 5-HTP. Now this isn't really necessary for everyone, but if you have low serotonin, which is kind of common right now, this is a good one to take. So I usually take one of these for sure. And what this does is this helps me with my cravings for, bad food, smoking pot, because I try not to smoke too much pot, that kind of stuff. So that's a pretty cool one to have. Going back to your vitamin E, that's for your skin, and vitamin C, that's for your immunity. I'm just going to kind of be quick about this stuff. Here we go. Glucose sulfate. This is really good, dietary supplement, and it promotes, your health for your joints and stuff like that. So this is a really good one. I like to. These are big old horse pills, so I only take one, even though that's what it recommends, only one. Here we go. This one right here is bone health. So this is really good. Calcium. Take your calcium. I mean, this is really smart stuff. Now, I have a secret little weapon here that some people forget to do. And this one is potassium. Now, the potassium is a big fat pill. So I didn't put any potassium there. I could tell because that right there is 5-HTP. It's too small. That's a big one. So this potassium, the cool thing about potassium is a lot of people have a potassium deficiency. So if you have a potassium deficiency, this could help. It's not going to cure it, but it can help. I mean, if you don't have a potassium deficiency, you're probably eating 3 to 4 cups of broccoli or vegetables at every meal. You literally need to have, I think, 9 cups of broccoli a day in order to have efficient amount of potassium in your system, which is absolutely bonkers, and that's why I do this kind of stuff. But the cool thing about potassium, and this is potassium magnesium, but the cool thing about this potassium is the fact that all the salt I intake is not going to bloat me as long as I 50-50 ratio with the potassium. And that's the cool thing about potassium. And so all these people that are kind of feeling fat and bloated and retaining water, it's because they're not getting enough potassium. They're getting too much salt. You need the salt, but you can literally get the salt that you need in a day naturally. But the potassium, you actually have to, work at that and get that. You need to grab that. Okay, moving right along. So this right here is Mega Men Sport. Right now, I actually have a cheaper multivitamin in there. It's just it's like a 1 vitamin. So this kind of just has everything. So it's a real simple one to take. It's not real. It's just a generic brand that I got from Walmart. But I do promote this man, the Mega Men Sport. This is a much better brand, but it's a lot more money, and I can't afford it right now. So I'm using this, and I got to use this stuff before I go buy this stuff anyway. So that's the Mega Man, and that's just a multivitamin. So that's a good one to have as well. Moving on down the line, I don't have any of this, but I promote it huge because this lubes up the whole system, keeps your joints. This is great. Fish oil. It's good for your brain. It's actually very, very good to have this glucose in your brain because your brain sits in that shit. And if you got like a good, glucose, in your a bunch of glucose in your system, it's going to really, really, really help you out with thinking. It's going to help you out with being able to be more flexible, stretch, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now this one, I can't really talk about it too much, but I know this stuff is good. And shout out to Dr. Dr. Berg. I'll put a link of his stuff in the description. This one is a newer one that I'm still doing a little bit of research on, but I'm pretty much, on board with Dr. Berg. If Dr. Berg says, he explains. He doesn't just say, he explains. And that's how I'm able to give you guys this information. I don't want you guys to think that I just pulled this out of my, back end. I actually, watch Dr. Berg pretty regularly. I haven't been watching him lately as much as I should. But this right here, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'll put it right up there so you guys can see it real well. Carnitine. But this carnitine is really great. The only problem is it really smells bad. And so you want to you need 2 of these too. That's the other thing. You need 2. But it literally smells like dead fish or something. I don't know. But anyways, a lot of things that smell bad are actually good for you. But anyways, so this stuff, I can't tell you exactly what it does, but I'll put a link in the description on Dr. Berg, what he talks about with this. And what he says is nothing but good about this, so we'll put that in there too. It's something that we don't really have going on. Sometimes I'll take milk thistle, and this is to cleanse out my liver from taking too much protein, because we don't really need much protein. And if you're on, a synthetic protein, then you probably want to take this kind of stuff and clear out that system, because you don't want to back up your liver. I haven't been taking too much of that kind of stuff lately. I've been trying to stick to a protein based, diet. But it's protein, plant-based protein. So I've been trying to stick to that more than meat, but you got to do whatever you got to do. It works for you. If it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't really matter. I'm not taking this right now because I'm not really up on the protein too big. Okay, so, here we go. This one right here is literally the holy grail. DIM 200. I'm telling you, if you guys have low testosterone or you're just feeling sluggish and stuff, start taking DIM every freaking day. This one is the one that literally brings it all back. I mean, you could probably fix ED with this stuff. I mean, this stuff is great, and it's not too expensive. It's like $18 for this bottle, and this is actually a more expensive brand, and you know they come out like this, little gray capsules, but we'll go ahead and put one in here, and then we'll put one in the tray. So everything that's going in here is what I'm going to take later. Everything that's going here is what I'm going to take, maybe not right now, but after I eat. I got to eat. But this is going to be my tray to eat. And, you know, mind you, again, I have, you know, a set in here too. So I could just put this in my car, put this in my gym bag, put that one, you know, in my other car, whatever I got to do in order to have this on hand after I eat, because that's the problem that I have, and I think that a lot of other people are probably having this same issue. Okay, now this one right here, I can't really say much about it, but it's basically, it supports cortisone levels. Now, cortisol is something that literally kills us. Stress. And so if you're stressing out, man, you could literally you could eat your muscle, eat your mind, eat everything with that stress. So you don't want to stress. So something that supports cortisol is really, really good. This also reduces water retention, which is kind of what I was talking about with the potassium. The potassium does that too, but that's because of the salt intake. This is more because this is more of a chemical. So I'm not going to really promote this to anybody, but you know, I got it from my late dad, and I'm going to take it until it's gone. And it seems to be, you know, working pretty good for me. It actually, I think, says to take 2 capsules, but I'm kind of a wuss about this stuff, so I only take 1. So I'm going to take 1 of those 2. All right, here we go. So that's another thing. So there we go. So look, we got all of our pills. This is basically everything. I mean, you can kind of see everything here. Kind of giving everybody a look here. You guys can check out my Instagram. Maybe I should try to make a link of that too, and you guys can kind of see, you know, my results of, you know, this stuff has helped a lot. I mean, here's amino, alpha amino. This is a chemical one, so I wouldn't really promote this one, but it does work. You know, we just live in the chemical world age, so you can't really get away from it. But anyways, to recap and to tie this all up. So now I've got my tray. That's for what I need right now after I eat. Then I've also got this one that I can put in my gym bag. I got this one that I could put in my car, and I got this one that I could put in my other car. So now I have 3 extras on hand at any time with the full smorgasbord of what I like to take, and I have them in these pill containers. And I know this is a little extensive video, but the reason why I'm making the video like this is because I want to kind of explain why I take this. I'm not a professional. You know, don't take this to heart. If you know something that I don't know, please comment and let me know. If you guys know something about this, then I'll still put that link, like I said, in the description for Dr. Berg on that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. The whole video was really about just, you know, getting your pills, vitamins, into here. Now, I mean, if you take pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, you could do this method too. But now I got 3, you know, ready to rock, and then I got 1 tray, and so that's kind of how I'm doing it right now, and that's what works for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys like this content, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll grow this channel, and we'll make sure that we make the world healthier and better. And if it doesn't come from love, it's wrong. Gregory's Oddworld, signing out.